Alright, so we are at PAX. It is once again fully masked up, and unfortunately it's still shadow of its former self. No, the only big name company here is really, I mean, there's THQ Nordic, but like of the big three, Nintendo's the only one here. There's no Square Enix, even though Yoshi P had a panel or something like that. I don't know. It's considerably smaller than it has been, and that's disappointing. Dead Island seems to be a favorite. Gonna play that tomorrow, probably. We still got cosplayers, but not as many as before. So we're just gonna walk around a little bit, take a look. There's only been what, two VR games, I think. Got puppers over there. I mean, there's a huge Intel booth, but like Intel and Nintendo are all we've got. It's mostly, I don't know, the amount of content here is not 4 days worth of content. I'm probably gonna end up playing D&D all Sunday, in all honesty. So the Intel booth here has some cool stuff. But in general, like, there's not a lot going on, unfortunately. Like, these hallways are huge compared to what they used to be. Got nice, you know, computers on display. But, you know, these are all like vendors selling stuff. It's not games. I mean, it's cool. It's cool stuff. Like, you know, Asus line. I might grab this. Maybe. We'll see. But fun game stations, but no, I don't know. Just what it used to be compared to what it is now is sad. There's nothing here that I look at that I walked around today and said that's a must play. I will stand in line for forever to play that. None of those, you know, big games. It's all indie stuff. Like, some of this stuff looks cool, you know, like Lost Eidolon's over there. I keep seeing that and keep wanting to go check it out. We'll walk by there in a minute. Then we've got, you know, like cushions and plushies. So these guys are here again. I might check out their updates. I remember them from last year. Oh, this is cool. This is like a game rating system that pairs you into houses and stuff. So that's been interesting. There's giveaways for doing reviews, so I've been doing that. XPG. It's not games. I mean, there are, you know, games, but I don't know. I'm being negative again, but this used to be like game after game after game, and now it's like shop after shop after shop. There used to be like an Indiecade section where indie games were specifically. That all over there is like the tabletop area. So we'll wrap around. Bullet Hell rhythm game. Wait, I'm invisible. Hey, there's a bunch of smaller publishers. I mean, this looks possibly interesting. Burn Your Soul. So I'll have to check these guys out. They look like they have some interesting stuff. That damn goat. Oh, Devolver's here. They're always an interesting booth. Right, those are the houses. Look like there might have been t-shirts. Like I said, you rate so many and you win rewards. So Lost Eidolons. It's a tactical RPG. That's cool. Mythic Protocol. It's an isometric game. We're kind of back at the Intel booth. So they're showing off Street Fighter 6 at the Intel booth. This is the line for the Intel pin. I should have grabbed that earlier when I had the chance. Intel's got games in there, but not like, I don't know. It's like Elden Ring. And then the new, what is it? The like samurai one? I can't remember what it's called. So yeah, Corsair, Turtle Beach, like all these guys are here. Doing giveaways and stuff. Where are these crowns coming from? That's probably Devolver, isn't it? Cult of the Lamb. What is Probably need to try that later. I played Outcast 2. I was not a fan. It was most of the game was talking, or most of the demo. You get 20 minutes, and like half of that was just talking to people. The combat itself was wishy-washy. Didn't feel super great. SpongeBob. So look at all this empty space. There never used to be that empty space before. And then we've got these guys that just sort of, you know, publish all of the games. None of them are ever really great. And so much more empty space.
No release date yet.
What Street Fighter? I buy power. Oh, this is cool. So here's the indie game parlor, but like everywhere's been indie games. In fact, it's slowly turning into just an indie game showcase. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's not what I come to PAX for. Terradil? What's that? Right, SimCity from Devolver. Devolver's version of SimCity. That should be interesting. I'll have to check that out. Dwarven mech game? Might come back and play that. Devolver up close. Who's the idea guy at Devolver? Relics of the Old Faith. Is there an expansion coming out? No, I didn't even finish. I didn't finish my original Cult. I get sidetracked very easily. More shopping, retro games, and then we're kind of in the great void where the food is. I don't even know if you guys can hear this. Side scrolling. So this is pretty late on Thursday, so it's pretty slow to begin with.
Just to chill.
Drive may look interesting. Towers of Thana? We'll see that when we go to the other side. Peaky Blinders. Did I play this game last time? Well, we found another one to play. Somebody's kicking water bottles around. So, 3 VR games total. The bowling game, Peaky Blinders, and then there was a arrow shooter tower defense game. So there's a win a quest. You can win a quest. I wouldn't want a quest, but you can win a quest. Nice glasses.
I need help for 3,600. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like, I feel like it's bottled up in my stomach.
Nice.
We'll talk about that another time. All right.
There's a Lord of the Rings Gollum game over there that's, I don't know, it looks like it's a stealth game. It was very broken. The floor was disappearing and I don't know. One of the levels that you could play was just nothing but cutscenes. Like, why would you bring a demo to PAX or any gaming convention that's just cutscenes, man? I guess we'll run through this and dude's got a hat, man. That's a hat. This is some Alone in the Dark. Recreation. Very much in vain with turtles. Cougar. I don't think I've heard of them before. Then yeah, Nintendo's Play Lab. I don't think I've ever really gone to the Nintendo booth here. So it's funny that they're the only ones that are left, and they're one of the few booths that I just kind of ignore. A new way to play the cloud. Logitech. I have not, I didn't realize they were here. We'll check them out. Oh, yeah. Some black and white stuff. The Be Quiet EK booth. I was hoping they'd have some water blocks there. These guys are only on the other side, really. I'm just kind of going up and down the aisles, trying to look at everything. This is also me scoping out what I want to do tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. So I think we went down that one. So we're kind of out of sync at this point. Full of cosplay. Oh, there we go. And so the big spectacles, like this is probably the biggest spectacle that I've seen. It's making noise. Cryptivo. Ah, there we go. There's a fourth VR game. A medieval VR. Alright, so we got 4 VR games now. We're expanding our VR knowledge. Towers of Thana. Very, very anime. That looks like it's worth a play. Shot one. Oh wow. It's digital ice hockey with robots. That's great. Farming simulator. This is Fort Solis. We passed right by Fort Solis. Kickstarter. If anyone needs to know what Kickstarter is. This looked interesting as a survival craft game, but they didn't have any, they don't have a demo. Which seems weird to me. Why do you come to PAX without a demo? Man, reminds me of like back in the day with the SNES just having ice hockey. Snake.
I appreciate that so much.
Atlas Fallen. Focus Interactive. Do they have Atlas Fallen here? Do you guys have Atlas Fallen here?
Yes, on the other side of the booth, right here, you have a 4PC and a big screen if you want to see the game in action.
I'm, yeah, definitely going to be playing that. That looks so good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a try, it's really good.
I was not expecting Atlas Fallen to actually be here. We're cutting the method. So we'll actually get to play Atlas Fallen. That's pretty cool. That is, oh, that's where we're going first thing tomorrow is the Atlas Fallen booth. It's not the Focus Entertainment booth or whatever. It is the Atlas Fallen booth. Thursday is just sort of my, what is this? Is this Orcs Must Die? Hello. Oh, how's it going? Yeah. That was not Orcs Must Die. That was Dungeon Defenders Awaken. I stopped by there already. I'll probably stream some Dungeon Defenders Awaken. I got food. And we've hit the Nintendo booth. I guess we probably should have done this in sections, like the front section, the back section. So over there we're at the Focus Interactive. Probably take a picture here tomorrow when I'm not wearing like a long sleeve black shirt and can ham it up a little bit. Like the Nintendo booth is pretty cool, but I don't know. There's nothing like immediately pressing that I want out of Nintendo. So like I said, I played the Lord of the Rings Gollum game. Wasn't super impressed. Hopefully it gets some fixes. You can see it in the background there. People playing it. But it wasn't. I don't know. It fits for Gollum, but at the same time, Gigabyte going hard with that display. Just, I guess maybe it was just the level I played was not very. I was watching something and my headset did not have any audio at all, so I was watching story that I could not hear the story. I think we've seen this guy before. He's been here before. Like usually this was like backed up to the wall with stores and shit and food trucks and I don't know. This game was interesting. It's kind of like a farming sort of game where you got to turn an oasis back into lush greenery. Wow. Okay. Sort of an extraction-based game. Not really my thing. Everspace. I wish they would bring back the VR in Everspace. And we're getting back into sort of the shopping section of stuff. I mean, the whole thing's kind of in the shopping section. I played Godless. It was an interesting. It was an interesting turn-based strategy where you didn't control your units. Just monitors. Yeah. It wasn't very fun. The bits that I did get to play was not very fun. Yeah, there's an autopsy game where you're cutting into people. I mean, there are a lot of more graphic games, but I don't know. Doing an autopsy doesn't sound like a game. Sort of a top-down tactical shooter. The other side of the booth. Ditto use transform. I've seen this game before. I don't remember if it was at PAX or on Steam. Oh, Gigabash was... I just played Gigabash before I started this. It's like Kaiju Super Smash. Gojira wins. Let them fight. That was fun. That'll be a good party game. So many schools. Played Chameleon. Chameleon was like a very meh. Orcs Must Die. Spectre booth. Shopping. Bunny girls. You know, normal stuff. DeMayo. They still have their ad outside for DeMayo. It's great. TTRPG. DeMayo's fun. And now cross-platform with flat screen players, which is great. More games that do that, please.
You don't want a picture with them? Fuck you.
No Love Lost is an extraction-based PvEVP. Just sort of not really, I don't know, not my thing. Die by the Blade was a hell of a lot of fun. It is like a one-hit kill fighting game. Chop her head off. There we go. Decapitation. Good job. Really fun game. Oh wow, look at that.
backpack. Oh, sorry.
Mile for me. Most of this is just, you know, vendors on the sides, on the ends.
I've thought about it over and
This looks like Joust. Like neon Joust. Child's Play, I believe, is a charity, I think. Superhuman Streetwear, they're always here. Oh, hey, we have a fifth. VR for autism. Blink and the Vacuum of Space. Looks in the veins of Job Simulator. Alright, 5 VR games to check out. So Atlas Fallen, and then hit up the 5 VR games. That's a big ass suit of armor. Extra Life. You know what I haven't seen? I haven't seen Stack Up.
Thank you so much for coming over and hanging out with us. You were alone. This event, 100%. People working the show.
Alright, we're back in the second block. We'll just go around and meet ourselves in the middle. Tic Tac Math Rocks. So we're definitely getting into the tabletop role-playing section. Math Rock Shinies. Bunch of D&D stuff, bunch of board games. Alchemy is another VTT. I'm supposed to try it out at some point this weekend. I don't think that it will replace Foundry for my games, but you know, it is what it is. D&T. They got puns. We saw them last year. Like most of these people are repeat. At least on this side of the con. A lot of these, you know, card game people I recognize, either them or their games. Shiny. I am starving right now. Wormwood. Wormwood has a new way of stealing my money. Look at this shit. This feels so good. I want everything that is there with the Wormwoods. Yeah, like they're doing like jump-in D&D demos for the stuff that they're doing. So, like I said, I might just be playing D&D the rest of the con. At the moment, I need to hit Atlas Fallen. I need to hit, what was it, Dead Rising 2? And then the 5 VR games. And then I'm honestly, I'm kind of done on Thursday with the wandering around bit. We saw Behemoth. I was talking to somebody in line earlier today, and we were coming to the consensus that PAX East feels like it's dying. And they were saying that PAX Australia was doing really well, and that all the major people were at PAX Australia. Shiny. So, I mean, like, everybody was at PAX Australia. Squaresoft, Sony, at least so they said. But, you know, not really showing up for East. I feel like East has become the abandoned child. What in the... PAX Rising showcase over there. Board game booster box. We're back to Kickstarter, so I think, because we saw the Kickstarter booth before, I'm supposed to be looking for those fucking ducks. I haven't seen the ducks, so maybe I will do that duck scavenger hunt. Yeah, this game looks interesting too. It's a PvP game.
You want me to give the speech?
What's it?
You want me to give the speech for your...
Good. I'm just sort of cruising. But the servers were down, so couldn't play. The dev is furiously coding back at the hotel. And yeah, I think we're back to, we've already been through here. So instead of going back down there, I'm gonna go run through the tabletop area. But I mean, it looked fun. I don't know how I feel about the strong PvP focus, but it looked interesting. Even the tabletop area back here, for some reason DoorDash is like got a huge presence here. Making DoorDash shirts. I don't know. But even like back here in the arena and the tabletop area looks less, right? Even from last year, which last year being the first year back, you kind of expected it to be less, but this year feels so much more sparse than previous years. Even the food vendors, like, it's not just a game. Is that a fucking... That's a hologram. And that doesn't look as good on the camera, but it looks really fucking cool. Not on camera. this is a very, very thin board game section. Level up dice. Always here. Was supporting the phone with my finger and it just sort of gave out. Wild Bill's in the distance. I always get their soda. There's a bunch of cool shit here. This is a badass looking Tiana. So before, this would have, you know, in addition to all these tables, this would have been like 4 or 5 levels deep with like just as thick as the other, the actual gaming sections. Yeah, maybe I'll start going to West. Who knows? I like East. I know East. East is great, but I don't know. I don't know why it's dying. There's the Magic booth way over there. They will teach you how to play Magic and give you cards. Just like a little starter set. Like, the first hit's free. We got, I don't know what this is. This doesn't look like BY. Just free gaming. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it outside of panels. That is the PAX East experience so far. This guy's dancing, sees me recording. I mean, I don't want to say it's a wasted trip, but there's nowhere near as much as I previously got excited for when coming. Frost Haven looks interesting. That's where those are coming from. Lethal Shadows Premium Minis looks badass. I've got him, only he's not colored. Well, I mean, unfortunately, that's, well, even the cosplay, there's been so few cosplayers, I say, as there's like 6, but compared to what you used to see, I don't know. I'm gonna go get some food because I'm starving. But yeah, that's PAX. Hopefully you enjoyed this little walk around. I will try and get videos of those a handful of VR titles up this weekend as well. So look forward to that. But that's gonna do it. I'll catch you guys later.